All right, what y'all got? Questions?
Talk about what you need to see tomorrow, what you want to see, what you anticipate.
I want to see guys flying around and playing technique sound, and playing assignment sound, and playing with effort, and playing with an edge.
The other day, Neil said defensively that Bud Dupree had given the offense more trouble than anybody this spring. On your side of the ball, who on offense has really given you guys some fits?
Marco's tough to cover, and he's got a lot of speed and great skills.
Anybody else?
Oh, more than one. Neil named one. I got to name more than one. Oh, okay. All right.
So give us two.
Well, Ronnie Shields is tough to cover out there too. He can get you in space, and then he can get you back in the box and block you too. So he can be tough as well.
It seems like that tight end position in this offense is going to be pretty dynamic. They seem to go to those guys. What you've seen trying to defend that, does that seem to be the case?
Yeah, their offense is tough to defend. You've got to think fast because of the tempo. You got to get lined up, but they're very multiple too because of the way they play those guys.
A lot of discussion with the players about this being moving day. You can move up the depth chart and down the depth chart. Is that something as coaches that you're really pushing for the spring game?
Well, every scrimmage is a live situation. Throughout practice, they're not as live as the scrimmages are. So it's an opportunity for us to evaluate somebody in a game-like atmosphere. So this game will be just like our other scrimmages.
Where do you have the most uncertainty? Competition, I guess, would be the better word. What positions are the spots most up for grabs going into tomorrow?
Well, they're all up for grabs. I know there's some good players out there that are doing some good things, but we don't have many spots at all that are solid. Our corners, well, they're young, but they had some game experience last year, so we've seen them grow, and continue to get better. And I think those guys have a bright future, but they're not where they need to be right now.
Is that one of those competitions that they can probably be pretty fierce going in?
That and others.
Did you get what you wanted out of spring?
Yes. I got what I wanted out of spring. I got the base defense implemented. Okay, they understand our philosophy on how we play. They understand the expectations that they're going to be held under, and that's what I want to accomplish this spring. Now, we still have a long ways to go, but that was the plan for this spring.
Do you expect that some of those freshmen that come in the fall, is there going to be room for a few of them to get on the field after sort of what you've seen depth-wise this spring?
There's going to be room for freshmen to get on the field every year for us because we have a no seniority policy. Whoever the best player is plays. And if those freshmen come in and they beat out a senior, a guy that may have started for 3 years, then they're going to play. We're going to play the best players.
DJ, the offensive guys can throw the ball, catch the ball in the offseason, in the summer. What do defensive guys have to do?
Well, the defensive guys work on some of their fundamental skills, and they'll get together individually and do some of that along with strength and conditioning with the strength coaches. And then sometimes those groups get together and do a little competition. They may do some one-on-ones or some 7-on-7 as well, offense and defensive players.
Time for one or two more. Anybody else?
What do you think of your team's speed overall?
Well, we're not where we want to be right now, but we've got an excellent strength and conditioning staff, and they're continuing to develop those people athletically, and we're just going to keep working on it.
How much of that improved with the new recruits coming in, the team speed?
Some of those guys are very fast, and we're looking forward to them getting here. But ultimately, it's going to be who the best players are that are going to play. Some guys are faster, some guys are bigger. Everybody has their attributes. Ultimately, it's going to be the best players that are going to play.
Has Khalid Henderson, is he sort of seized that spot, and what have you seen from him this spring?
Khalid's improved tremendously, and I've been pleased with his efforts. He's not where I want him to be, but he's continued to get better every day.
Okay, folks, we need to get to our other